Kia ora and welcome to the Language Fuel podcast. We're up to season 3. This is episode number 5. Now, I don't normally talk about current events in this podcast. It's not sort of something that is usually relevant. But I guess as you probably are all aware if you see the news, there has been a significant event in New Zealand last week, which was that there was a mass shooting at 2 mosques in the city of Christchurch on Friday. At the moment, the current count is about 50 people are dead. It's extremely sobering to think that so many lives have been taken in an act of hate. And while a lot of rhetoric has said, it's so surprising that this has happened in New Zealand, I guess I want to say it doesn't really matter whether it's surprising or not, it's happened. And the fact is there are people out there who hate to the degree where they can go ahead and commit such a heinous crime. I don't want to spend any time talking about the details. If you aren't aware of it, you can read in the news. It's online everywhere. But I just wanted to use this particular podcast episode as an opportunity to encourage our community. Our community is made up of language learners and language teachers. Keep doing what you're doing. This is exactly why we run Language Fuel. This is why we want to encourage as much language learning to go on as possible around the world. Learning another language involves learning another culture and learning that there are people out there, although they're very different to us, they might look different, they might sound different, they're human beings exactly like you and me. And it builds an understanding that we're not the only way, our culture is not the only way to be in this world. And the world is rich with different traditions and different cultures, and that's a beauty to be valued. So if you're listening to this and you are a language teacher, please continue doing what you're doing. Be encouraged. You're doing a fantastic job. And if you're a language learner, and sometimes teachers are learners as well, most teachers I know have spent time learning another language. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep building those bridges between cultures. I've shared my own experience before on this podcast about learning other languages as a teenager. In particular, one of the strongest memories or experiences that I've had was living with another family in a different continent. I spent some time in Europe. My first year there, I was an exchange student, living with a family who was very different from me. They had different religious practices. Although I had grown up in a religious family, the way that they expressed their religion was a little bit different. Obviously, their language was a bit different. Their food habits were a bit different. The way that they went about in society and school and work was different as well. But I learned through that experience and also making new friends that they can be so different from me, yet actually really, really similar. We laughed together, we cried together, we shared lots of different experiences, and we grew to love one another in the family. It just absolutely blew my mind that there could be people so different to me. And when I think back now, they're not that different, they're still European. Later in my life, I've also spent time in Asia, where I was the odd one out. I lived as a minority for probably a total of about 3 years, 1 in Indonesia, 2 in the Philippines. I was the white person. I stood out like a sore thumb. So I have a lot of sympathy for those living in a community like mine, where they look different, and they're the ones who stand out. I've been there, I know that. But they're just people just like you and me. I went on exchange with the organization AFS, as probably many of you are aware, that stands for American Field Scholarship. It was set up after the war, I believe it was World War II. Their motto or their slogan is peace through understanding, and that's exactly what it delivers. You understand that people are different, you understand that cultures are different, but you can still have peace living side by side with different people and different cultures. It's certainly transformed my understanding of my own setting, that I have a unique culture and a unique upbringing and language, and although a lot of people do speak English, it's not the only one out there. Anyway, this is exactly why we do what we do at Language Fuel. If there's nothing else that I can say in the wake of this tragedy, it's that I am so proud that there are so many language teachers out there doing a fantastic job, and teachers are the ones who see the different cultures in their classrooms as well. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep learning other languages. Keep teaching other languages. Keep spreading that peace through understanding. Kia kaha. Thank you for doing what you do. That's all I have to say, short and sweet today. We'll see you next time. Ka kite anō. Thank you for listening to the Language Fuel podcast. For more episodes and to learn what we do at Language Fuel, please visit www.languagefuel.com.